is the 15th season for the restaurant. And
I guess in 1983, we met in Jasper, Alberta. I had an opportunity to go and work there from Switzerland. And Kathleen worked in Jasper for 4 summers during her university years, and we met in '83. And in 1985, I decided to apply for landed immigrants, and we started up in Halifax, and we lived there
stayed there for 10 years.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the timing was just right for us to move on and do something for ourselves. Roland had been the chef at the same place for about 6.5 years, and then the job that I had with the airlines ended, and all of a sudden we were faced with either having to find a job with somebody else or create our own. So we looked a lot around Lunenburg, and the right thing just never grabbed us. And the minute that we came to Shelburne, everything just fell madly into place. It was like nothing we'd ever seen before.
Once we had the building, we started to renovate. All these rumors started. It's an Italian guy opening a restaurant with
Dutch couple opening
an
Italian restaurant,
and it was quite funny. All the stories coming.
Oh yes,
coming
and
around.
who you were. You were some other Roland who actually was from Shelburne. The gift shop that's in front of the restaurant has mainly Nova Scotian handmade gifts. We like, my sister is a craftsperson, and so that was one of the reasons that we wanted to feature Nova Scotian craftspeople, and we do believe in supporting as many local businesses as we can. So my sister happens to be our top salesperson in the store. Through her, we
had a fairly small selection with probably a third of what's on the menu now. And then in the spring we always do the taste testing and try to figure out which one will work or not. And a few things we tried out today for the new menu to see whether they will work or not. And this one is sort of a abbreviation of a Greek salad, but it's made with arugula, and it has a lemon vinaigrette, feta cheese, roasted red peppers, cucumbers, and tomatoes. Over here we have a couple of versions of pasta we're considering, and one is we got some sausage meat this morning from Peter's Swim in the Lockport Town Market, and so I tried to integrate that. Maybe that would be sort of a cool thing to do, to have another local product made here in the area. And then another version we're trying is sort of a similar sauce but with clams.
Yeah, I like it. I find it's probably a bit too intense and a bit too salty. Like, it's a good flavor, but it might need to be toned down a little bit, just because it's that black bean stuff is really salty, but it's really good. So for the first little while, Sherry, you wanted to finish paying some bills, right? Okay. And we've got one job would be to redo the white wine fridge, and organize it however we want to organize for the season with the new white wines. And all the wines have arrived. I think you might need to check with Roland to see if there's anything still missing, but I think they're all here. We feel very fortunate that we've built the business so that we're not reliant on just the tourist trade. We've got great local support.
And also, and over the years, we've seen so many changes with the different buildings, and different people moved here, and everything is very close by, and
the whole neighborhood's really taken on a new life, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But it's what a place to live. I mean, you step out the front door and you look down and you can see that harbor, and I know Roland at the end of every night after he's had a really busy night likes to walk down to the bottom of the lane and sit on the bench and just look at the harbor and enjoy.